We both admitted that we had these feelings for one another. Maybe we can explore them? Maybe. Don't try to coddle me. What I did was stupid, and I ended up paying the price. Dad knows and he's furious with me. Someone at the office isn't afraid of you, Mom. They had me arrested at school. I've never been so embarrassed in my life. My face is probably all over the internet. How am I even gonna have a future in the family company after this? Don't worry about that. I suggest you worry about the fact that someone other than Wanda Mitchell knows that you cheated on your wife with my underage aunt. Thanks for taking the time in your day to speak with me. Hey Gianni. Hey, I really like the Christmas decorations you got here. Thanks. I'm so glad you called me here, Quinlan. I can't even begin to tell you how Thanksgiving went at my family's estate. Before you go any further, I called you here to tell you something very important. Is everything okay? Gianni, what's going on between us needs to come to an end. What are you doing here? To ask you how you could turn your back on our son when he needs you most. What's going on, Devante? You dropped the ball, Wanda. What are you talking about? Ben Russo found the diary. He knows that I had an affair with Elvira, and that you knew all along. Vanessa, get away from me. Can you at least tell me how JJ's doing? Is that it? Have you grown bored of me, Quinlan? I haven't. That makes things even more confusing. Why don't you want to see me anymore? Because this thing between us, our little affair, it's run its course, Gianni. Really? I feel the exact opposite. We can't continue seeing each other if we feel differently about how this should go forward. There's more to what you're saying. Why do you really want to stop seeing me? Should I be glad to know that you haven't changed much after the divorce? You came into my office complaining and expect me to be a psychic who reads minds. Alan told me everything. He told me how he lost half of his inheritance after investing in crypto, how he was behind the AI tax against Wanda, and how Wanda and Udell have half of his shares along with half of yours. Can you keep your voice down? It pains me to know that when Alan screws up, he goes on crying to mommy. Which is what he's supposed to do. Alan is an adult now. He's 19. He's still my child. He's still our child, who we're supposed to protect. But clearly you haven't done a good job with that, Isidore, since Alan got into the mess he's in right now. What? You heard me. Why are you telling me this now? Why didn't you tell me this over the phone? Some things are better to be said in person. You should know, Wanda. You were the one who told me to my face that Ben was looking for the diary. Now he's found it. Where? He didn't say, but he's got it. All because you forgot that he was searching for it. I never forgot. If you didn't forget, then how come Ben came to my business asking me why I hooked up with his late aunt? He did the very thing that neither of us wanted him to do. Why didn't you keep a close eye on him like you said you would? You don't get to ask about my little brother, even after he was gone for days. He's been found and he's safe now. I don't need you pretending like you care. I'm not pretending. Oh, really? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember you offering to be his friend. Not that he didn't make plenty of friends here, but you were more focused on trying to get me to go out with you and never once asked about JJ's well-being. Gianni, you've been good to me. You're a kind man, and you've been kind to me as well, which is why I don't want to let you go. That's not your choice to make. Even though we've been kind to one another, it doesn't mean that we should continue seeing each other like this. You had to have known that our affair wouldn't go on forever. Right now, your family's going through a tough time with what your son Max is going through. I think that you and Heidi need to focus on him. Quinlan, are you seeing someone else? So just because I got full custody of Alan, I'm to blame for his actions? Do you think I wanted him to make me lose shares to Russo Jewelers? As if he did it intentionally. All he wanted to do was make your family proud. All our son wanted to do was make you proud. But of course, your arrogance won't let you see that. Are you even trying to figure out how to get his shares back? Of course I am, Harley. Again, it's not just his shares that need to go back to its rightful place. As long as you do your job, Maximilian won't serve prison time over Yvette Mitchell's lies. Once he's found not guilty, then I plan to sue the Mitchells for libel. At first I was going to sue them for Wanda's shares to Confidence Designs. Now I'm going to give them an option on either handing the shares back or going to court for them. You're playing the long game? Those shares are Alan's birthright. Have you actually gone soft, Isidore? There's no way you can speed up the process? Are you telling me that you can't somehow manipulate your way of getting those shares back? Have you been living under a rock lately? Did you not hear how Ben's younger brother forced himself on my child? How was I going to keep Ben close after that? And that's where you messed up, Wanda. You allowed your emotions to get the better of you. What happened to keeping your enemies close, huh? Now your enemy has got leverage over you. Because of that, he can tell Udell that you knew about Elvira and I at any moment. Then let us figure out how we can stop that from happening. Us? We? You're the one who messed up. It's up to you to figure out how to fix this. Excuse me? You started all of this, Devante. Why does it seem like you keep forgetting that you're the one who slept with Elvira when you were a married man, and you were supposed to make sure that Ben didn't find that out? Lo and behold, he did find out. It's up to you to make sure that he keeps his mouth shut, unless you want to see your marriage crumble when Udell finds out what you've kept from him all of this time. Look. The only reason why I wasn't friends with JJ is because I didn't want to seem like I was using him to get to you. Again, it's hard to believe a word that comes out of your mouth, Max. Maybe you'll believe this. Would you believe it when I tell you how embarrassed and hurt I was when I was arrested in school? Duh. Anyone would feel that way. Zeke Franklin must have felt that way when he was arrested, the same day that you were taken out in handcuffs, might I remind you. Knowing that all of those eyes were on me wasn't even the worst part. It was the very fact that you saw me get handcuffed which hurt the most. Why would another man have to be the reason for me to end things with you, Gianni? Can you answer my question? I'm not seeing anyone else. Let me make something clear. Progressing in my career is very important to me. That doesn't erase the fact that I would like a solid, stable relationship in the future. I can't have one if I'm still seeing you, and I certainly can't have one with you. Quinlan, you've been such a bright spot in my life ever since we started seeing each other. It's going to be very difficult to let you go. The best advice I can give you is to work hard to let me go. I really did appreciate the time we spent together. Maybe we can still be friends, but not with benefits. That's all I needed to tell you, Gianni. See you around, I hope. Hopefully. No, I haven't gone soft, Harley. Unlike our son, I'm trying to be smart. He is smart. His decisions say otherwise. I'm not saying that to sound mean, I'm just calling it how it is. Now, you've heard my plan and I'm not changing it. I was expecting you. Maybe you should have thought about all of that before you forced yourself on Yvette. Is that it, Max? Did you force her to stay quiet? I'm really hoping that you see the truth soon, Vanessa. That way you can see how cruel you can be. Cruel? How rich? Speaking of truth and honesty, it was actually Yvette who told my family what was going on with JJ that could help us figure out why he disappeared in the first place. What about what I did for your family? What did you do, Max? I love to hear it.